Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? What's up, guys? Truman here. Welcome back to another video. So, I'm going to try vlogging for the first time. But before I go into that, I have to make an apology. I've been away for literally 3 weeks. My internet has been down the whole time, so I haven't been able to post videos. Somehow I survived, basically by playing Plants vs. Zombies to the point where I've actually probably set the world record. But it just came at a bit of a weird time because I was actually restarting a lot of my work. I've come as far as I can come down here. I've actually started a lot of my fasting and stuff. Like I restarted the Nofap and everything else and the juicing and stuff like that. And then my internet exploded. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are just like, oh, you can just live without the internet. But the thing is, when you try and do a fast or and then quit smoking and then go on Nofap and stuff, and I actually booked a holiday at the time, and you have no internet, it's like, okay, I've got to go into the outside world where everyone smokes, everyone watches, does all this other stuff. But I managed to overcome it, and I'm currently 24 days fasting. Nofap record's been going well, and everything else has been going absolutely swell. So I'll be getting into that in a future video. I just wanted to say hi. I am currently in Grover. Is it Grover? I can't remember. It's a park just down the road, and there is a mental institution just behind me. So I'm actually walking away from it. One, because there's actually a private property, and two, because if they see someone talking to themselves, they might come up with a straight jacket and be like, "Hey, this guy should probably be with us." So I don't really want to be abducted and end up in a cell. But anyway, yeah. So I'm back and I'm making the videos like I used to. But this time I wanted to try the whole actual sort of walking with a vlog thing. Now that I've actually gotten used to the fact that I can walk around with a camera in a nice area without someone stealing it, thank you for living in North London and nowhere else. I'm going to try and do this sort of videos where I'm just walking around and talking and just sort of sharing my thoughts and stuff. And I wanted to do a lot of these videos while I didn't have any internet, but I couldn't because it would be kind of weird doing videos 3 weeks into the future for yourself. It's so I'm 3 weeks ahead of where I would be, and then I have to talk as if it's not that day. So I thought, you know what, forget that. Let me just try it this way. Anyway, I'll be going into future videos about that later on because I'm really hot at the moment and I'm kind of tired from after work. Just wanted to share 3 thoughts about where I am in my channel, and just where I am in my own personal journey, because I've come to a few realizations recently. One of them is that I don't think I can continue doing videos in the same format as before, in the sense that I've been, after all the stuff that I've done, quitting smoking, quitting alcohol, and doing all this other stuff, I've sort of reached a point in my life where it's kind of time to move on, and it's not just move on for my channel, but also move on for me as well. Now, I've been, sick for quite a long period of time. I've been going through all these fasts and cleanses and being in 101 different states of mind and talking about it and stuff. But I realized that I think it's time, to just get to the point where I need to be and move on with my life, because I found that, well, there's a saying, is that I'm so comfortable with insanity that sanity sort of becomes uncomfortable. If that makes sense, because I've been sort of locked down for so long just dealing with my issues, and now I've gotten to the point where I can actually properly function, in fact function really well. It's time for me to really just move on and do other stuff in my life. And the first thing I realized is that I was sabotaging myself every single time there was an opportunity, sometimes to make a YouTube video, sometimes to start a different career path and stuff like that, because I was like, oh, anxiety and this and that and the other. But now that it's gone, it's like I'm so used to making these excuses. I'm literally dealing with so much self-sabotage just doing it. And it really drove home the point to me that I've kind of been recently just fooling myself, underestimating myself more, in sort of the sense that I've been so used to being sick that when now it's time to do the stuff that it's, time to move on with my life, it's actually kind of hard because I'm so used to that sort of lockdown, work on sickness. And I saw this a lot recently when just trying to do new YouTube videos. I find that I procrastinate. I find that I'd rather play video games, and I find that I just do stuff that I know is just non-productive, simply because I'm just used to it. And it just drove home to me that I've been making excuses recently that basically have been deliberately making it hard for me to really progress. But now it's time to actually pull my boots up and actually do something that I need to do. Go out, choose a different career path, make more videos and stuff like that. And I can't literally keep doing all this, day 1, day 5, day 20, day whatever, because after a while, if you guys have seen my channel, a lot of it is just different fasts and cleanses and stuff like that. But it's how long can you do cleanses for? I mean, I think I can only accumulate so many day 1 videos until I just lapse into a cycle of depression, because it's I'm never gonna make it. So obviously I'm not gonna give up on it, but I think I really need to just focus in and just get to the end of it so I can really move on with my life and with my channel. Now, thanks again for you guys, by the way, for all your support, you know, just sort of helping me out and stuff. It was like just watching the whole channel grow and seeing like all the different things that I could do, and I think I've gone to the other end now, and sort of, you know, getting all the different, you know, advice and encouragement has really been a help for me, and it was a real big like stage of my life whereby I could sort of sit and say I'm finally getting the, you know, getting the motivation I have to, you know, get through that final part. And hopefully I will be continuing with, I'll get through this NoFap, I'll get through the juice, I'll get to my goal, 90 days of NoFap, you know, 40 days of no juice, and just quitting smoking at least to like 60 days. And it's been going well so far, and I just wanted to thank you guys for all that. But I think the onus really is on me. Like I'm at the end of a really long stage in my life where I was just so used to being sick. But now it's time to move on. Like it's time to move on. Like I've gotten over most of the sickness. My anxiety is down to manageable levels, if not completely evaporated. All my other digestive issues are more or less gone, and I just need to get over that last hurdle whereby I can just, you know, go on and live a new life, and, you know, hopefully teach and share all the stuff that I've learned with people. Now, this is where I think my channel comes in, because as you guys know, I've been making all these different videos about NoFap in the days, but I kind of wanted to change it up. And I've just entered the tramp area of the park, I think. This is where all the hobbits and hobos come, and where people get drunk and dump all their crap. It's a nice tree though, I'm not sure if you can see that. You probably should be able to. This is my first time, so if it turns out that I've just been recording like my stomach, I apologize, but I'm not re-recording because it's too late. Let's just find out. So I'm going to be changing up the format of my videos. I'll only be doing like videos about specific things, like for example, if I'm on day 5 of NoFap, I'll do a day 5 NoFap video, but then I just won't be doing another day videos until, you know, later on, where it's like day 10 or something, because I don't know, I'm actually running out of things to talk about. Like all the benefits from NoFap are already there. Same thing with juicing. It's like I can only do so many juice videos. It's like, yeah, okay, day 1 my anxiety is up by 5%. But I never really talk about what I actually feel, and like properly going into stuff that's really on my mind and stuff. I just end up, I feel like, talking about the same, you know, different stuff. And watching the way that YouTube is changing right now, I'm not sure if you've heard about a lot of the different YouTube news, is that like with censorship and platform changes, and actually some of my videos have been demonetized in the recent adpocalypse. So my opportunities on YouTube are getting smaller and smaller, and I find as if I can only get so far just making day 1, day 5 videos. So now that I'm back, I'm really going to try and, you know, invest the time and the effort and the production skills into making something that's actually interesting. Not just for you guys, but I actually really like doing it. I'm going to move this is junky. So it's mainly just for me as well, because I find that when I actually self-sabotage, I don't actually get to, you know, I just feel bad. It's like, just making this vlog, I had to really just motivate myself to do it, but now I'm doing it, I feel a lot better. And just getting over all the ideas about what people think and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, once you just get over that, or once I get over that, then I really tackle all the self-sabotage that I have in moving on in life, because I care way too much about what people think of me, man. Like, way too much. To the point where it's like, I end up avoiding people, I end up, you know, making excuses for not actually improving my life, and I end up just not taking the right paths and the right decisions. So, yeah, like, I think it's time to move on. I think it's time to move on. Speaking of which, my hand is getting a bit tired, and I've just come back from work, so I apologize if I seem a bit sweaty or whatever. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.